Welcome to Married AF. We are your hosts, Brooke and Randall Fowler. On this show, we discuss the topics that really matter.
Like big veiny cocks and our favorite TV shows.
So pull up a chair at our kitchen table and hang out.
While I bulldog my nuts. Howdy, thin dick motherfuckers.
Pencil thin cock.
Yes. Hopefully all of you listened to Jody B's new episode where he had to fulfill his bet obligations to us and read his mother that erotica.
She was just way too cool about it. And she, participated in the ending or whatever, where she was like, Jody.
Yeah, she loved it.
Why are you covered in shit with your... Yeah, so she was super cool about it. And... what are you doing over there? And Jody went above and beyond with the noise sound effects.
Yeah.
That was gross.
No, he did a really good job. I laughed my tits off and listened to it numerous times. His mother has a very infectious laugh.
She was funny.
I just love the fact that she enjoyed herself during that portion. And, I don't know if Jody would acknowledge it or not, but I felt like it was a little more uncomfortable for him than he thought at first. He had to kind of wiggle his way into it.
I think that's why he did the sound effects and stuff, because it was a way to kind of deflect.
Yeah, but I got uncomfortable when he was playing the spank your monkey noises.
Ew. That noise, when Howard Stern does that on his show, it makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, Jody's got big old balls, though.
Yeah.
Kudos to him for being a man and owning up to his portion of the bet like a champion. And then he had Amanda read what he was going to have me say. But I didn't have to say it because I don't lose bets. Period.
Can you chew that ice more into the mic?
No, but I do want us to take our shot. We're out of muscle vodka. We're waiting on ours to arrive, our refill.
Oh, God. What is it? What is it? Sorry, I was turning down my headphone. The headphone volume was blowing my eardrums.
This is one of my new concoctions. I call it the Big Dick Irishman.
Oh, God. It has proper 12 in it.
What else?
Hot damn.
And one other thing.
The banana stuff.
Makes up the Big Dick Irishman.
That's so smart.
This could be terrible. This is not a real shot. So I just mix
awful.
what we have.
So whiskey, hot damn cinnamon shit, and banana liqueur.
Yes. So this,
right.
I'm ready for the muscle. So the muscle vodka needs to hurry up and get here because those were doable. So let's go ahead and knock this motherfucker out.
Cheers.
Shuck the dicks off. Tits and fuck. Strange, but not as bad as I thought. You taste each portion separately. And I mixed it.
Thank God the hot damn overpowered too much of the whiskey, but I got a definite kickback from the fucking whiskey.
Conor McGregor whiskey is dog shit.
All whiskey is dog shit. And everybody come at me. I fucking hate whiskey.
I want our muscle vodka back.
I do too.
Ugh. God, that's gross.
Blech. Oh. Where's
weird,
my beer? Oh, God.
Weird. And those things probably don't mean to be mixed. So Chad Fackler let us know if I broke some kind of cardinal sin, and that's why it was nasty. But those three, there's no way they go
I don't
together.
really think whiskey's a big thing that you mix with shit.
Yeah, but the whiskey and
not as much
and the hot damn, that's just Fireball.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's throwing the banana for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't get the foul look off my face.
I can't either. I know I look like I smelled the worst fart. Oh, God.
Me no like you.
I fucking hate whiskey so much. I didn't even see... Oh.
Get on mic. I'm sick of your shit.
I was turning around I could have totally cheated because all three of those bottles are literally sitting on the counter behind me. I was like, I didn't even cheat. And then I turned around. They're all three sitting there. But I didn't look before.
That's cool.
Because I know you're probably thinking that I'm full of shit. but I really just guessed it based on the name.
Oh, all right. Well, sorry about that. I got lost in my porn.
Yeah, are you texting young, hot chicks again?
Yes.
Like, yeah, you already told me about that one.
Oh, yeah, babe.
That you're trying to get on the show.
I'm not trying to get on the show. She's coming on the show.
When is she coming on the show?
In the next 2 weeks.
So we don't have a date.
No, probably next week. Monday. That's what she said. I don't know her, so I can't tell you. I mean, all I know is we share a chiropractor. And she's a fitness competitor. Mm-hmm. And a pre-med student.
I just would like to know, like, you throw stuff like, I don't know, maybe in the next 2 weeks. And then, like, on the day of, you're like, oh, yeah, we're doing this tonight.
Well, babe, do you think I wouldn't tell you once she tells me it's for sure? I'll definitely let you know. I promise. Because I don't know if it's going to come to fruition or not. I'm still, wrapping my head around it and figuring out how we're going to attack that angle. But this is a potential guest that we're talking about.
Yeah.
That
I think there's plenty to talk to her about.
Chiropractor has Dr. Jason, who's awesome, by the way. And what's that considered? Right? Kennesaw, right?
Where is it?
By the PGA Golf Store.
That's Kennesaw.
All right, so...
it's right by the Town Center Mall.
Yeah, Dr. Jason, right over by the PGA store if you're local here.
There's a doctor's office over there?
He's right next door. His sports medicine facility is right next to the PGA store. Like the doors to the PGA store, his is on the left.
So it's
Burlington's on the right.
Okay, I was going to say, all I know is right there is PGA and Burlington. So he's sandwiched in between the two of those?
No, it's Burlington, PGA, Dr. Jason, and then Home Goods over here.
Right, separate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But Dr. Jason is awesome. He's my new chiropractor. Actually, really my first chiropractor. And he's fucking awesome. He has, he's kind of a cutting edge chiropractor. He's almost like a therapist / chiropractor /
physical therapist, you mean?
What'd I say?
You just said therapist. I just said if that's what you were talking about.
Physical therapist / physiotherapist. But basically, he does everything. He does all the chiro work. He also does, he offers a really cool shockwave therapy. That's fucking phenomenal. He's one of the few that actually offers that here. And what it does is it's a very painful gun that
sounds awesome.
Shoots like sonic waves into your tissue.
Laser beams.
Will break up scar tissue, adhesions. So when they're running it over like your back along your muscles, if there's no scar tissue, you don't feel it. But the second it hits a lump of scar tissue, it's like
everything
a
seizes
400-pounder punched you directly in that spot. And then it gets better as it breaks it up.
So it's like a machine doing that myofascial shit that Megan used to do
Megan's whole thumb was into it. This is just a person rubbing a wand with ultrasound gel. Searching for the painful spots.
Like a metal detector?
Yeah, but he offers that here. So if you're looking for a chiropractor here, I highly recommend him. He's cool. He's young. He's hip. He's down. He's a former CrossFit guy, so he's he knows about movements of the body. He's not like a fat bastard that says one thing and does another. He knows his shit, and I feel bad for him because when he curls me up and tries to contort me to pop my back, and I drop this 250 pounds on just his arms, and he cradles me like a newborn. I feel his damn pain.
And he's not bigger than you.
God, no. He's probably 175 pounds. He's a tall guy, 175 pounds. And every time he's popped my back, he said the same thing. He's looked at me when I stand up. He's like, I would hate to run into you in an alley. You are dense, sir.
But why? Because what's going to happen if you see him in an alley?
I don't know. He knows I have a back injury, so I'm not going to move very fast.
Right.
But, I mean, I've been dealing with a pretty bad something going on in my lower back. I mean, I'm training around it because I'm a champion and I'm a winner. But I whine like a bitch at night and go to a chiropractor twice a week. Is that laser beam therapy working yet? He said going to take 3 or 4 sessions before he wants to make an assessment.
What's it called again?
Shockwave therapy.
Okay. All I could think of, laser beam.
No, it's pretty fucking cool. And then, of course, he hooks me up with the Russian stimulation therapy. He does that too, which
I thought that was what that is.
No.
Oh.
Russian stim is like
so
my
confused.
TENS unit that has the pads times 1,000,000. And he cranks it up and really grabs the muscles. That's the stim therapy. The shockwave
electroshock
is
therapy.
a gun that shoots shock waves through your tissue. You don't even feel it until it hits a lump of scar tissue. And then it hurts like a son of a bitch. It's similar to what they use when you have kidney stones and they want to break them up and not do surgery. They'll point that gun and try to get to your kidneys and crush the rock, and you piss it out.
Ew.
But they've got other uses for it. It's pretty cool. He also does cold laser therapy. He's just a cool ass dude. So look for, check him out
if you
want.
North suburbs of Atlanta.
Yeah. Dr. Jason's the tits, and I can hook you up. Just hit me up, and I'll give you his info. He's dope.
Or you can look up Jason Addison.
Or that. Sports medicine. Check him out.
What is it, Addison Sports
medicine.
We just did a whole commercial for him about...
Yeah, and he's not a sponsor or nothing. He's just a cool-ass dude.
Well, no, we talk about your ailments plenty. So.
No, and he's been legit as fuck to me. Been really good to me.
And he has recommended a potential
3 or 4 guests. He's also got a
guest.
hip-hop artist that's a patient of his
Really?
that he said would be a great interview for us. So.
Really? A hip-hop artist like from Kennesaw?
I don't know where she's from. Atlanta.
A she?
No, it's a he.
Oh, I thought you said she. Okay.
No, and he's worked with T.I. and local Ludacris.
Really?
So, yeah, he's going to get me more info on that. He's a fucking, like a mogul dude. He's trying to set himself up, too, for life after chiropractic and
smart
retiring. And so, he's a good guy to know.
Go ahead,
could
Dr.
be more,
Jason.
Could be more from him in the future. So,
yeah. So, what we're doing questions? Do you want me to do Walking Dead?
No, we'll finish with that. I liked finishing with it.
Okay.
It was a good finisher. It was another good episode, too. So
it was very
I'm going to leave the room so I don't
leave the room because then I'm talking to myself. I need somebody to talk to when I'm doing it.
Then I'm going to chime in and you hate me. Because I actually watched this whole episode again.
I need you here.
Okay,
I need you to be my partner so that I'm not just sitting here talking to nothing.
Well, there's 2 things, 2 current events I wanted to discuss with you before we do that. Look at my fingers.
You're holding the number 2.
There's 2 of them.
Peace.
First one is that horrible viral thing that went out this past week about the kid that got bullied at school because he painted his fingernails. The little boy. Yeah,
I mean, it made my stomach hurt because I wanted to punch all those kids' parents in the face. I mean, so are you about to tell me it's bullshit?
No. I'm wanting your opinion on it.
Oh, I mean, all I could think of was Gunnar. Gunnar's the exact same way. He has his toes painted right now.
Yeah. Who else do you know that's painted their fingernails 1,000,000 times?
Well, you've put clear stuff on your nails since I met you.
Color ones on my toes before.
Yeah.
Plenty of times.
Yeah.
I've never given a shit. I'll speak from the dad's perspective because that's who wrote the article.
Right.
The dad.
And that's a lot of times who puts that opinion into. That's where it comes from. Any other little kid that is going to bully. I mean, these kids are 5 years old. His son, just like ours, wanted to paint his nails because he liked the pretty colors. Why not? Let him fucking do it. Let them do what they like. Who cares? He also likes to play with trucks, play in the dirt. He likes purses. He likes so does Gunnar plays with girl toys, boy toys. It's the parents that project this like you have to play with boy things versus you don't. You play with what you like. You like pretty colors. Paint your fucking nails. Who cares?
Well, this is the stuff that falls into that subject tagline of toxic masculinity, right? And I don't like. We've talked to Rachel about it. I'm not a big fan of that word.
I don't like labeling things like this. It's just fucking bullshit.
No, but this is a prime example of bullshit masculinity.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's a bunch of guys that are insecure.
It's not just men,
I know, but it's women that perpetuate it, obviously, because a lot of the women were the ones chiming in on the article. Talking about, they would never let their boys do that or whatever.
And go fuck yourselves, all of you, because...
I just think it's a mistake. It's not...
No.
It's not healthy. I mean, who is affected if you paint your fingernails? I like to paint my fingernails.
Who's it hurting?
I'm a huge fan of a shiny clear coat on the fingernails for sure. All the time. I like that.
Well, healthy nails. But like, I mean, it's just...
But I don't care what color it is. And I don't care what kind of man you think you are or you're not. I got My Little Pony underwear. I've got all kind of cool underwear. I've got My Little Pony shirts. And I don't give
like
two
what you
shits.
like. But
my favorite color to wear is pink. You know that?
Uh-huh. You've got a Britney Spears shirt on right now.
I got a Britney Spears shirt on right now. And if...
Like what you like, fellas.
If you think I'm not a man, that's fine. That's your opinion.
That's your own insecurity of, like, if you're going to hate on somebody else for liking what they like, if it happens to be what's considered, quote unquote, feminine, that's your own insecurity. Because clearly anybody that can do, I mean, like, that's what I love about little kids at this age, that 4 or 5 year old age, is that they're supposed to not have all that prejudice and all that.
They don't need that pressure.
They don't need to have all that, like, all that pressure of, like, what am I supposed to be doing? Or do what you like, and don't let any fucking buddy else hate on you for it. I mean, like, it made me so, and that's the only reason. So, like, Gunnar has his toes painted right now because I was painting my toes and my nails last weekend, and he was sitting there and he said, I want to paint mine. I was like, cool, come over here. So I did it, and he wanted his nails done too. And for one, I didn't do it because I was like, you're going to get nail polish everywhere.
On all of our shit.
On everything. That's the reason I really didn't do it. Part of me hesitates because I want to protect him from any of the fucking assholes at school that would say something to him. I don't give a shit. Like, whatever makes him happy, he can have bright pink nails if he wants. But in my head, I'm thinking, I want to protect him. I want to kind of steer him away from it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let him do whatever he wants. I've sent him to school in pink leggings under his shorts because he likes his sparkly pants.
And because he sees me wear them under my pants all the time.
And it's what, I mean, and he, like, right now, I haven't heard of it because they don't, at his school, his teachers let him, they let the little boys dress up in whatever the hell they want. And for, Gunnar might dress up in fireman stuff one day. He might dress up mostly probably princess dresses because that's what he...
No, I went and picked him up before and he's had on a fireman's hat and a tutu.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
The fluffier and prettier the dress, that's his shit. And by all means, like, do your thing. And I haven't heard of any... Sometimes the older kids, when I've gone in, I've heard older kids trying to say something, and I'm like, he's going to do what he likes.
No, that'll be fine. I'm not worried about him dealing with other kids. It's parents that are ignorant to me.
But that's where the kids get it from, is their parents.
Well, I know, but he'll handle himself with his cohorts. I'm not worried about them. I'm more worried about the adults that are older than these kids and what they'll say, because if one of them says something wrong to me, they'll suffer the consequences.
Or me. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I know, but I'm a deadly weapon.
Whoops.
It's a phone call.
I know, sorry. Dad, why are you calling me at almost 10 o'clock at night? Stop it.
Someone with his cell phone.
Susan was just over there doing stuff with it. No, that's what made me sick to my stomach about that viral thing, is that reading he went to school with his nails painted, and other kids in kindergarten made fun of him and made him, it tore him up where he was like a ball of mess when his mom picked him up. So
my whole point, and then I'll jump off this, is to the parents, just do better. That's just fucking ridiculous and stupid. You know who else paints their toenails? Chuck Liddell, the Iceman, the former baddest man on planet Earth. He enjoys a beautiful coat of paint on his toes.
He always has them like blue or
whatever color. He would let his daughters paint his nails.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Exactly.
So it's stupid. It's not even an argument to me. These fucking people are dumb.
No. And quit projecting that onto your little kids so that they go and say hurtful things to other kids. Because that's what little 5-year-old kids would not come up with shit with that idea on their own, that only girls paint their nails, whatever. They get that from their parents at home. So that's where all this shit starts.
I mean, they'll eventually will figure it out, and the boys will be like, why do you paint your nails like the girls do? And then a strong enough, secure enough boy that has been supported by his parents, because I like it, bro.
Yeah.
And then it's the end of the story. But it's, the parents that have beat it into their kids and created a very false sense of what it is to be masculine, because that's not what it is. Most of the things that people think are masculine traits are absolutely not masculine.
Do what you like. Don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. And I don't ever want Gunnar to change, because I've heard him say something after I painted his toenails about, Mommy, only girls do this. I said, nuh-uh. Anybody who wants to does it. That's who. Yeah,
no, he's fine. It's never bothered me a bit.
No, but I don't want him to change the way he is, because he hears other people at school and stuff being like that. That's what upsets me, because I love him being just liking what he likes.
Well, he will, as long as he lives in a home with us. Mm-hmm. He will be able to make up his own mind about what exactly being a boy is to him, and that's all we care about.
He's plenty of.
All right, so the next story. Did you hear about the two married women that became the first couple to have a child that they both carried?
How does that even... Wait, what? Yeah. So a lesbian couple...
Mm-hmm. Had a child.
How did they both carry the same child?
That's the golden question.
Did they... So, okay, here you go. One of them was inseminated, grew the embryo. Then they extracted the embryo and put it in the other woman?
Almost.
Well, then how?
Pretty much, yes. But you left out they froze them first. The first woman did fertilize for 5 days.
Okay.
She was the one in the relationship that was like, I don't want to fuck up my body. Like, she's kind of the vain one.
Sure.
She's like, but I want to be part of this. Uh-huh. So they're like, all right.
So it's her egg. Maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And they
it was all external and then
sperm donor.
Okay.
Got that already. She, fertilized it and made it happen for 5 days. They took it out, froze it.
Well, the sperm fertilized it, but it was probably her egg.
Shoved it up the other lady's ass.
Sure.
And she was pregnant first time. First try.
Wow.
And they had the baby. So they are technically the first couple to both carry their child.
Right on. That's awesome.
Pretty impressive. So for same-sex couples, that's a huge breakthrough. Yeah. A lot of, women couples would probably think that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
The one that has to carry the baby, though, and stretch her gaping pussy.
Seriously? That was the most grotesque thing you've ever... Why? And chewing ice directly into the mic and then saying gaping pussy for no fucking reason.
Because I wanted to.
Not necessary.
Yeah. So the other one got out, but she will always be able to say that I started.
That she was part of it too.
Oh,
yeah,
of course.
No, that's huge. That's awesome. Now they just need to figure out male pregnancy. Come on, scientists.
Yeah. And before we get too far into this, want to thank our sponsors. BioBidet. Cleaning asses left and right in this motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
Sponsoring podcasts out the ass like they should.
Yeah, they're
smart.
Making it rain with podcast sponsorship.
Yeah, and their Halloween special, I posted it on our Facebook account, is fucking crazy. Right now they've got the Slim Edge for $34.99. That motherfucker's $55 or $59. $59.99 normally. And that son bitch is $34.99 right now. That's fucking crazy. If you don't spend $35
that's the one we have, right?
Your filthy ass, you're just an animal. And you don't care about your partner. Because if you $35, if that breaks the bank for cleaning your ass, I got to question your motives.
It does save some toilet paper too.
Saves a lot of toilet paper, but also saves relationships. If you got a stinky, nasty ass, it's no good.
All right, this isn't so bad. Triple Tail, Sweetwater.
I don't buy it.
I mean, I'm not a big India Pale Ale person, but this one's not bad.
Also, Spunk Lube. Speaking of
Yes.
that horrible beer, Spunk Lube. Keeping dick shiny all across America.
Keeping bathing suit parts slickery.
Yeah, and speaking of that, we did send out some Spunk Lube and Muscle Vodka shirts to our 2 Facebook Live winners, and some stickers.
Ryan
Big Robert
Blackmore.
Owen and Ryan Blackmore.
Yep.
Should have got their shit today. I know Robert did.
Yep. Were we getting your mom's burgers shirts too from Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan said he was going to send us some.
So
I'm stoked about that.
Hell yeah. That's like the best name.
Yep. I feel like Robert's swimming in lube right now. Just letting it shower over him. Sitting on his recliner.
Gross.
By himself. Like, this shit is slimy. Putting it on his dog for no reason. Not his dog's wiener, just his dog. Just covering his dog in Spunk Lube. I bet he is.
Everything's slippery at his house.
Yep. Yeah, his wife's going to get home and be like, what the fuck?
The remote control goes flying out of her hand. What's the matter?
I told him to use it sparingly. We'll see.
If he's anything like you, he will not
No
listen.
one listens. Even me. It's hard to gauge it if it's dark, especially. You have no idea how much is coming out.
And like if you're like putting it in my hand, like it's not like it's super cold necessarily.
No.
So all of a sudden I'm like, hang on.
Yeah, when you feel it running off.
But our sheets have got like weird, like it looks like Soul Glow, like stains.
Yep, looks just like that. You can have a
Just
couple ass
touch
prints,
your
beautiful
soul.
ass prints in the sheets,
Yeah.
and Muscle Vodka.
Well, yeah, we talked about them at the top.
Grace is a fucking awesome sponsor. I got to give her props. I mean, she sends us shit all that. She is a relentless worker for one, and I'm telling y'all, she's gonna blow that shit up. She already is.
Yeah, I need to look and see. Oh, we ordered another bottle of Muscle Vodka, and
Yeah, I can't do another Big Dick Irishman.
that's the worst.
What a good name for a shot, though. The Big Dick Irishman.
I write it up big.
I'm a winner. All right, well, I'm going to jump into, fuck, man. We won't even get to all these questions. You guys have turned into question animals. I want to thank you guys. You don't have to use, a lot of them come from people that have Facebook friend us, and they'll DM them over. But it would be nice if they were all on Twitter, but they don't have to be. But Twitter is at marriedasfuck.
Did you delete all the emails in our inbox?
No. No, sir. In which the Married AF?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm looking right now on my phone.
At your Gmail.
No, I've got all of ours right there.
Why does mine say you're all
I
done
don't know, but
and have some
you
old
just
lady in
fucked
a?
us.
I know. I was trying to look and see when our bottle of Muscle Vodka was going to be here.
I'm about sick of being accused of shit.
I'll accuse you all day.
I know, you do, and you have. And I'm hurt. Because why would... Did you ruin our email?
I didn't say ruin it. I'm saying did you delete it? Because I wanted to see if the tracking came in. My phone's been acting a fool. All right.
Well, now I lost my place, but this was... Okay, I'm a new listener. I've binged your last 20 episodes.
Sweet.
Rachel Miller seems very nice. My question is, I'm an alcoholic. I'm sober now. I made a lot of mistakes when I was drinking, but I can't seem to get people in my life to give me the chance to make amends. Everyone tells me that I can't change who I am. Do you think they are right? Thank you for taking my question. We've kind of answered this one before, but it was on an old one, so they may not be to it yet. We answered it with Rachel Miller when we asked, somebody asked, do you think people can change? And we said, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so nobody's giving them the chance to...
So to some, we don't know them, but yeah, it sounds like, they're trying to do their, I don't know if they're in the 12 steps or what, but they're trying to make amends with people that they've wronged, and they're getting kind of turned away, and...
We don't know the whole situation on what exactly did you do.
No, but Mom, there's two parts to that. You can't make people allow you to make amends if they don't want it, they don't want it.
No, you can say your piece, and then maybe they need more time. Maybe they just don't want to ever, and that's their own issue. No. You got to just let them.
Yeah, and people can change. I mean, and I've talked about it pretty openly on this show. You know, my dad's a former big-time drinker. Y'all have heard me call him Randy Dick. That's when I refer to his old self when I was younger. But I've also talked down here about how he sobered up and turned his life around and did, gave his testimony, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, I talked to my mom, and she's never been happier.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, and that's all that matters really with you guys.
With them, too. That's their.
For them, yeah.
Is that they're happy. But, I mean, he's unkillable, though. Randy, if there's one thing that he has is he can get kicked down into the ground, and he's not going to die.
Yeah.
He'll work his way back. But this, relating that to the alcoholism, I mean, he was a big-time drinker, and he's acknowledged that. And, you know, it takes time. I mean, everybody's going to have their own time period on when they're willing to hear you out or not. All you can do is
say your piece.
Stay the course of what you're wanting to do. And if you're wanting to be sober for you, then just be sober for you. And people will eventually either let you back in or they won't. But that's not your business.
No, and if part of your recovery is to just say your piece and apologize or get whatever off your chest to certain people, then you do what you need to do. And then if they're like, nah,
yeah, I mean, you can't make them.
You can't. Yeah, so it's more of a, maybe they'll look back one day and appreciate that you did that. But I mean, you just got to move on and keep, being sober and doing good things for yourself.
Keep hope alive.
And not dwell on anybody that's not letting you, because that'll just put you down a bad rabbit hole of.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want a bunch of losses in your recovery, so, and you shouldn't put that pressure on yourself, because when somebody chooses to forgive you or not is none of your business.
Right.
All you can do is the best that you can do, live your program out and stick to it and let people come around when they want.
Yep.
Yeah. Quit asking us heavy-ass questions.
All right.
Where's the dick questions? All right, I'm a podcasting newbie. I'm currently working on a name for my show. But I'm interested in knowing, how could I become part of your network with Drinks with Larry, Civilized Creatures Entertainment Network? What do I need to do to make this happen? Well, a couple things. First, thank you for your question.
Mm-hmm. Is it Civilized Creatures Entertainment Network?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope that your show does well. But, I mean, and, we're always open to talk to anyone about their shows. You can reach out to one of the guys from Drinks with Larry or hit us up on a DM. And, we'd have to hear some. So you got to put out some episodes first.
You're going to have a name for your show.
Got to have a name. And you got to be a self-motivator and an ass kicker.
Yeah. John, could you be louder, tippy-tapping in here?
Yeah. Because we don't know yet if your show sucks. And if it sucks, you can't be on the network.
Keep us posted when you find out a name. If you need help.
If you need help, call somebody else.
Call a friend. That's what I was going to say.
Call Jody B. Jody B is a good helper, though. He helped us a lot. He's probably down to help. Don't call us. Busy. A lot of shit going on. But keep asking questions.
But we are pulling for you, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Hey, keep hope alive.
Civilized Creatures Entertainment Network. What's the Twitter handle and shit for that?
I'll have to send it to you. I've got it.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have it in Twitter.
We definitely got the logo finished up. Larry's got it. Got the website, domain. Everything's coming along. Right now we're going to decide if we're going to what we're going to do with people coming on the network. Start putting a little bit of push behind some marketing stuff. Start blasting people, and it'll quickly become the best podcast network in the history of podcasting.
Yeah. CivilizedCreatures.com. Larry's got a website.
Yep. Still working on it. It's under construction.
Civilized ENT sounds like it's the Twitter, maybe.
Beautiful.
So confident in that statement, but.
All right. This is a funny ass, kind of ridiculous question, but I think it is funny to address because I always wonder what listeners think. I see that other podcasts have booked your guests after they've appeared on your show. Does that bother you? I get that the guest is free to do what they want, but isn't that stealing amongst friends? Answer that is no.
No.
God, no. And I'm not saying you're stupid, but that's a stupid question. Because pretty much everyone has appeared on somebody's show before. And number two, nobody's property.
No, yeah.
And, they're free to talk to everyone they want. And if you're cool and you support podcasting and you like it, you would be supportive of other shows and want them to have good guests. And there's a very...
Sharing is caring. And
yeah, there's a very open, amongst podcasters that we know of like, hey, bro, if I can help you, if you're interested in any guest I've had, I'll help you. I'd love to hear them on your show.
Yeah, we're of the mindset that like we want to help other podcasts because other podcasts have helped us. Mm-hmm. And
well, number two, like our kick-ass guests, we want to build them up to be whatever they're wanting to be.
We want them to get as much, make the rounds as much as possible too, if they want to.
But like, not because even for us, but you know what? They're good folks. You wish well for them. Mm-hmm. I know that we've had a couple, I didn't put it in here just because nobody really worded it right, but we had a couple people asking because they've heard Rachel on other shows. Like, hey, is she leaving you guys? Because they've heard her on Miles and Crawford, and Jody had an excellent interview with her too
on the Po Boys podcast.
And I just replied back to him.
Isn't she going on another one soon?
She was doing part 2 with Miles and Crawford.
Oh, okay, with Ann Crawford.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, the point of the answer to that's not no, but I don't think so, but that wouldn't matter. Rachel has a lot of talent that can help a lot of people, and she's got a lot of education and a lot of smarts. Mm-hmm. Why would you want to limit the number of people that will have access to hearing her? We would never want to do that. I want to hear her on everything. I think it's fucking great. And both those folks interviewed the shit out of her.
Yep.
And it's cool because everybody's got their own different spin. It's always a little different. Even if it's the same guest, the host can go about it so differently. Jody's interview with Rachel, so different than Miles.
And different than from ours.
Yeah. But, hearing those sides is fucking great. Especially, if you're a fan of Rachel's, you get to hear all these different sides and peel that onion, if you will.
Yeah.
So... no, that's not stealing. It's encouraged, and we love it.
We are all family. If anybody, started getting crazy with Rachel or, she can handle herself. But, we wouldn't suggest her to go on any shows that we think they would be an asshole. But
no, and she's definitely big enough, a grown woman that can make her own choice. But what I think you're saying is exactly right. We wouldn't send her into a buzzsaw. She's openly discussed that she's a very liberal leaning political view, very outspoken with her politics, and that's fucking wonderful because that's who Rachel is. So I wouldn't recommend her into a buzzsaw of 2 fat Republicans that hate feminists.
I don't know if you read our reviews.
She's welcome to do it. And I think she would destroy them in a debate. But I wouldn't recommend it to set her up for any discomfort. But that's her choice. No, I love seeing anyone take off and do well. We've had a few, and I've plenty of times. I would love to interview people that have been on all kind of other podcasts, and we probably will.
Oh, we got a new review. Yeah, a couple new reviews. Sorry.
Jody B's always trying to help us out with
yes.
getting guests, so you got to love it. Okay, well, this next question, we'll say this one is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Brooke, will you guys send me a free shirt or some shit since I sent in this question?
Or some shit. We got some more shit that we can send today. We got some poops from Bio Bidet, little toy poops.
That's true.
And stickers.
Yep.
So, do they have a actual question, or was their question, will we send them stuff?
Yeah, their question was, will we send them stuff? So, I don't think that really qualifies. I mean, if you message us or DM us, we will, and you send us a self-addressed stamped envelope, we will send you a piece of shit from Bio Bidet.
Like a poop emoji,
a play piece
little
of shit.
Toy.
Happily.
That's super cute. Who asked that question?
I don't know. I don't have their name beside it. I just pulled the questions.
Okay.
I feel like it could have possibly been one of Brazelton's.
Okay. That sounds like, a possibility. All right. What's up? What's the next one?
I like the friendships that you two have with other podcasts. I found Po Boys, Drinks with Larry, and HT Noss because of your show.
Yeah.
Also like Amanda from Blunt Mommy. But I want to know who wins a fist fight. Chris from HT Noss or Jody B?
I don't know. I don't. They're both kind of country. Christian's Florida country.
They're both country gangster.
Yeah.
Like I've said, they can both get country gangster.
I feel like they can both throw down. I don't know how big either one of them is.
Yeah, I don't know their actual
tall
measurements, but I don't know. I don't think I have enough info to be able to tell either. I'll tell you what. I think Jody B's got a little more demon in him. He's got, and that's just because we don't know Chris as well.
Yeah.
But Jody B's got some issues, and if you bring those to the surface, it might bite you.
He's got some scrap in him.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he's obviously a tough guy. I have seen pictures. He's a big guy, frame wise. So I don't know. I would call that a mutual murder, maybe. What'd be funny is if neither one of them could fight and they just were
slapping each other.
But I doubt that. But they're also grown-ass men, and talking about them fist fighting is ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know. It's silly.
What are your thoughts on podcasts that do not release episodes on a consistent schedule? Personally, me, I hate it as a listener. Yeah.
You say that, and we don't, we release our podcasts not like on an exact day. We used to.
Usually. We release on a Monday or Tuesday, usually.
It's Wednesday now.
Yeah, this episode has been delayed.
We're not super consistent, so I can't hate on somebody that might miss a day or so.
I do. We have an episode a week out no matter what since we started. Mm-hmm. There's been one episode a week, at least.
Or more. Yeah,
definitely more with all the bonuses and extras, but we're going to put out one a week. We've never missed that.
Yeah. It's just, what day is it?
Yeah, that's up to us.
'Tis a mystery. But yeah, if it's a podcast that I'm a fan of, I get antsy if they don't release on a regular, consistent basis. I'll tell you, the one that I've been like, as soon as I see my podcast app tell me there's a new episode, been all over it, is Gladiator. That shit is fucking
everybody
good.
has in the world.
It's
that knows of sports. I bet there's a bazillion downloads.
No,
on
but
that
it's like a combination of our two loves, like sports and true crime, all in one podcast. Mm-hmm. He killed people.
I know, man. He sucked that dick.
Now it's
it's just all good info. Like what's coming out. It's juicy.
I didn't know about all the other murders, like the drive-by shit.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. And he was pretty loose-lipped, too. They've got a lot of cool phone conversations with him that are recorded that are pretty damning. Like, definitely tells that he didn't have it all together. But also to answer your question, as a podcaster, I get it if they're inconsistent. Shit's, especially if you're not making money on your shit. I mean, you're gonna have to just get it when I can get it done.
Right.
Yeah. All these podcasters also have jobs and families and this and that. So I get it.
This and that stuff and things. Yeah.
Randall, would you ever allow a product to sponsor your show if you guys do not use or like their product? At this point, no. Everything that sponsor a show, we like their shit. Mm-hmm. I don't think I could bullshit. Now, if somebody offered a bunch of money, we would probably still tell you that we don't use it. But
I think we could figure it out.
Yeah.
We would find a way to like it. If they give us a bunch of money,
I
would like it.
I would like it because of the money.
Yeah. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, everything that everybody that sponsors us, we use and like.
I know that you guys are involved in some charity work. What is your recommendation if I'm looking to get involved? Well, it's not like we're the hugest philanthropists, but
right.
I mean, we do stuff with Wreaths Across America.
We do Wreaths Across America, which actually Beth texted me about that the other day. I was asking if we're doing that, and I told her I'd find out the date. Yeah, I forgot to go to the website. We did Meals on Wheels last Thanksgiving.
We're doing Meals on Wheels again this Thanksgiving. I've already signed us up.
Oh, you have?
10 a.m.
Okay.
Well, they called me the other day.
Okay.
During the day.
You're bringing your gun this time, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, so do your charity work. But both of those are good. I mean,
well,
you can't beat
and we,
I
mean, I think they're probably referring to the, you know, how we promote Kristen Beck, the Wounded Paw Project, and we've got that shirt campaign that we're donating all the money to that charity for.
Yeah.
And we also do, I mean, my sister is a breast cancer survivor, so we always do, we always donate some money to breast cancer research and do like a 5K every year for that. So I would,
Yep, and can't forget Richard Tillman and Lunatics. We're not affiliated with them in any way. He's just a friend.
Yeah.
But, you know, they run their promotions where $5 from every set of books goes toward an organization. They just started a new promo, and I shared it on Facebook if you want more information about that. But Lunatics, look into them.
Yeah, the one they're donating money to now is for the name escapes me, but it's
called Able something, like Able Creations or something.
Yeah, where they give like any kind of medical equipment or wheelchairs or anything like that to kids that need them, that are maybe on a wait list or can't afford them. So it's, I mean, you can't beat that.
No, so you can either donate directly to that organization, or when you buy a set of books from Lunatics, $5 will go to that, or a set of hats. So, yeah, they're an awesome organization just in themselves. And again, they're not a sponsor or anything. They're just friends.
Yeah.
But the mission is admirable.
Able advocates.
Able advocates, yes. Randall, I listened to Jody B. read his mom the erotica that you wrote. Well done. What were you envisioning with the character of Lardass? That's a good question.
A lardass?
No, in my head it was the fat nasty bastard off Austin Powers, to be honest.
But a girl?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
Sloppingly fat. But yeah. I thought Jody B handled it awesome. I love that episode with him and his mom. I listened to it 1,000 times just because of how funny it was. And so I'm glad somebody else enjoyed it. I dug deep on writing that.
It was, your first novella, whatever you want to call it. Erotic article. Ew, that shot of hot damn good.
It's hot.
Like mouthwash?
Yeah. All right. I'll let you tackle this one first. Do you guys ever get to have kidless date nights or getaways? Does it bother you when you see 30 to 40-year-olds with kids out partying all the time? I mean, who is watching their kids? Question mark.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily.
You can't hate on them.
You can't hate on them. I don't prefer to do that. I mean, I had kids, or we had a kid so we could spend time with them, not so we could really continue going out. Now we do every once in a blue moon. We will have my sister watch him, or he'll go spend the night at my sister's, and we'll go out for whatever reason. I mean, it's literally like twice a year that we do that.
Shit. Maybe once a year.
Well, I'm thinking of back in April, we went out to see Margaret and them, and then we're going to go out on November 10th to see Crystalia. So that's twice in 1 year.
Huh? Yeah, you're right. Good math. And that will be the 2 times, because we do not have access to any other sitters except for Sue's.
Yeah. And we don't want to abuse.
No. No, more to them. If they're, as long as they're not just abandoning their fucking kids and dropping them off somewhere, then all good.
And I doubt that. I just, we like to be in the bed and watching TV, at a good time, by like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and just lay there and watch TV. I mean, we did quite a bit of partying, before we had a baby together.
Yes, we did.
We did a lot of traveling, a lot of going out, and I feel like we got a lot of that out of our system. I mean, we were, mid 30s by the time we had Gunner. And today, the other thing we do is we take, and now we talked about this before, is usually once a month-ish, I'll make sure to take a day off work or whatever, and we just do naked days. We're like kids at school. And we stay here, and that's a date, because there's stuff and things happening. Sure. We just lay around and binge watch shit. And so this week I took a half day today on Halloween, and have the rest of the week off, and we're just going to chill. And so we went to go see a movie today and had lunch, and it was all kidless and nice.
Yeah. And my body is a disaster. So definitely can't do all the things we used to do. I would bend in half and turn into a pile of ashes at this second if we went wakeboarding.
What did you do? Well, it's not happening. What? Yeah.
I don't know what caused this back thing. It was like a culmination, but the real bad tweak that I did to it was when
standing in line?
No, when I was changing the dryer vent, and I reached out to put the new one on in the ceiling at the exhaust portion. And nothing special. I just reached too far and died.
Cool.
Yeah, so no idea what's going on with that. It's like in my mid lower. I think it's like a thoracic vertebrae, not quite lumbar, which is wonderful. Hopefully it's going to require surgery.
Oh my God,
and a massive recovery.
Stop.
I'm not kidding. That would be awesome.
You're so stupid.
No, that's just more to add to the awesomeness.
Well, I'm just saying it makes...
No, I'm sure it'll be fine.
For good times.
One day. All right, Randall, if you could punch one person in the face that is alive today, who would it be? And while we were sitting here, I wrote my answers. I have to name 3. There's 3 that I want.
Are these famous people?
Oh, they're known, but these are definitely people. All 3 I would love to punch in the face for a myriad of reasons.
Okay.
First one is Brock Turner, that douchebag Ivy League kid that raped that girl and got like 2 months in prison.
The affluenza kid.
No, that
or
was another kid.
Oh.
Yeah, this one was a swimmer.
I thought that was the Sanford kid.
No, this is Brock Turner is the swimmer that was humping a drunken, passed out girl like by a dumpster outside of a fraternity house. Yeah. The affluent kid got DUI and killed people.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But Brock Turner, the travesty about him is because he's from a wealthy family, he got like 2 months in prison. He's been out.
He like raped her with a broomstick.
I don't know. I don't think. I think it was all over his.
He's a shitbag.
Yeah, he's a piece of trash. That's why he's on my punch's face.
Okay, who else?
And his lawyers are trying to get his guilty verdict thrown out so he doesn't have to stay a sex offender his whole life, which is ridiculous. But they're claiming now that he never wanted to have intercourse with her. He wanted to have outer course with her only.
Kill yourself, Bob Turner.
Yeah,
Kill yourself.
Who else? The other one is Jim Acosta. He's a real piece of work. He's a CNN reporter.
I was about to say, it's like some kind of reporter.
He's the worst. I don't even want to talk about why he's the worst.
Okay.
Everyone knows he's the worst.
Okay.
And then the other one is Bill O'Reilly.
Yes.
He is.
Well, fucking do it live.
What does that mean? Fuck it. Fuck it.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yeah, I hate that guy. So those would be my three that come to mind.
That guy loves himself way
Bill
too
O'Reilly,
much.
oh my God, he is obnoxious.
So obnoxious.
I don't know who's more obnoxious, him or Jim Acosta. Probably Bill O'Reilly, only because he has a bigger platform.
Yeah.
But Jim Acosta will be Bill O'Reilly when he's 30 more years older. So just from the liberal side.
Gotcha.
Bill O'Reilly is the conservative side. So equal hatred on both sides.
Well, if you're a
Face
fucking
punching.
douchebag, you're a douchebag, no matter what political party you're on. But that's me. All right.
Agreed.
What's the next question?
There's two more.
Okay.
Randall, I'm 35 years old and I've never been punched in the face or been in a fight.
What's all this face punching?
Am I a pussy? I don't think you're a pussy. But,
so this is a guy.
Yeah, but
I've never been punched in the face.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone should be punched in the face at some point in their life.
Okay.
Just to see how you do with it.
I mean,
but it doesn't make anyone a pussy.
I've hit my face on things.
Your face has been hit by so many random things, objects.
Does that count?
That counts. I just think you need to be an old dust up just to measure yourself up.
Okay.
Nobody does that anymore now, though, because everyone just stabs or shoots people, so it's probably not a good recommendation.
No.
But if you can get in a controlled environment, like a boxing gym, jiu-jitsu, and do a little sparring, get tapped in the face, it's good for you.
Okay.
Last one. And we'll give this one to you.
Okay.
Big fan, love the show. Why do you guys not like to discuss politics? It is a great debate in our world today. I'll let you tell why.
Because politics are fucking stupid, and nobody wins.
Nobody wins.
Nobody wins. It's too polarizing, and I'm trying not to split our audience or lose people from listening. And when you go on a political rant, I feel like sometimes you can lose people. And I just fucking hate politics. I would rather light myself on fire than talk politics.
Yeah, you always end up hurting a friend's feelings. Mm-hmm. No matter what. Not even if it's not intentional. Somebody that you care about feels differently than you do. Mm-hmm. And you're always going to ostracize them when you do that. And I speak from experience. I was big. I dove hardcore into politics for a while again. And, I mean, I didn't really even have to have anyone tell me. I just came to my own realization that it was not worth it. It's too divisive, you know? I mean, everybody can have their opinions on things, but it's just too divisive. There's just no point. It's no good. Like you said, nobody wins. Nobody wins.
It's probably my least favorite topic in the entire world. So as long as Randall's on a show with me, he knows that, I mean, I'm just going to like go to sleep or like.
Well, no, I mean, I just don't like having those chats anymore. I used to enjoy diving in, but I just don't anymore. I'm over it.
I mean, the only time we ever talk about politics is if like I have a genuine question about something. Like, because a lot of times I come at any kind of political issue very just naive and like from like a real like, but why is it like this? And then I ask Randall to explain it to me. It's not mansplaining. It's just, I don't fucking know politics, so.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that covers it.
Yeah.
Politics just sucks. Good. I would never recommend any good person go into politics. So then that kind of makes me realize, then why do I give a shit about it? Because I wouldn't want a person that I know is good to get into that fuckery. So
yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember if you said when we started asking these questions if today was Halloween or not, but happy Halloween to everybody. It is Halloween as we speak.
Have a spooky Halloween.
Yep. And we did go see the movie Halloween today.
We did.
I want to give our opinions on that before we
I'm supposed to give
off.
a Walking Dead recap, by the way, too.
I say you wait till next week anyway and just wrap the whole thing because that's when I'm done.
Mid-season finale. Yeah. Okay.
And series really over. Finale.
Stop.
It's a new series after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what did you think of Halloween today?
I liked it. I mean, it was pretty much a throwback to the first one. I mean, it was a whole lot of jumpy Michael Myers.
I like the fact that their credits were done in 1980.
That was one of my favorite things. Yes.
They made a point to go retro with those fonts. They were so 1980, 78 or whenever. For
a hot second, I thought it was going to be like, I was like, wait a minute, is this like back in the day? But yeah, it was very like 70s, 80s font for the title.
Blurry, not HD.
Yeah, but I liked it. There was a lot of jump scares. He's a savage.
Yeah, but I was thinking the whole time, again, Michael Myers loses in a fight to Jason Voorhees every time.
I don't know why they made him look so old. I told you this in the car. Like, okay, it's supposed to be 40 years later. He was 6 years old when he murdered his sister and family or whatever. All you see, of course, is like the back of his head.
You see his face for a second.
Well, you see his face, but it's blurry. Like you see it kind of like just the bottom of his face.
You got a pretty good look when he was in the back of the Bronco after he was hit when he was with the granddaughter.
Oh, in the back of the police car.
Yeah,
or whatever.
He looks like he's got a horrible receding hairline. His hair is like kind of gone.
Like bald on the top, pretty much.
Kind of like Ed O'Neill-ish. He definitely looks too old.
White beard, though. But, I mean, the guy that they had playing him is probably in his late 50s, 60s. And he's supposed to be 46.
But, I mean, if you were in a insane asylum for 40 years and never spoke.
I feel like they could have, maybe I missed something with how old he was supposed to be.
No, I'm with you. I said the same thing.
And he didn't seem as big as he always has been.
Yeah, he was frailer, thinner.
Yeah. Did they have like the same actor that played him in like one of the original movies? Maybe
he was plenty tall. I mean, he could still tell he's a big guy.
He was. I mean, yeah, he definitely still was big. I liked. I liked the girl, Judy Greer. Mm-hmm. She's awesome.
Yeah, but Jamie Lee Curtis is a badass in it.
Yeah, she is.
Of course, but there's a couple of things you need to know about the movie that are key. Is Michael Myers learned how to drive while in a mental institution.
I don't know why that blows your mind. Driving a car is not hard, especially like not a stick shift.
If you were 6 and then you came out at 40 and just jumped in a car and drove to the gas station, no, you could not do it.
Yeah, you could.
No way.
It's not like you drive like bumper cars the first time you get in a car. It's not that hard. As a grown person.
Yeah.
And he didn't drive that far. It was like, I don't know how far it was. He
got shot twice. Got his hand or most of his fingers shot. So 3 times in this movie.
He gets stabbed, I think.
Stabbed a lot.
Oh, hit by a car big time.
He always gets hit by a car.
Like plowed by a car. And then my favorite part, I think he did it a couple times. It's just so classic of like he's down on the ground and then all of a sudden just sits straight up, you know?
Yes, I stole from The Undertaker. The coffin sit up.
I don't know if that's stolen from The Undertaker. Michael Myers has been doing it in every single, but that's like it.
Him and Jason both do it.
Yeah, it just makes me giggle every time because he's like dead on the ground and then just like sits straight up. So
definitely, this is the best Michael Myers mask of all of them.
It's legit.
Like they aged it well. It looks, you can tell it's William Shatner and
it's
scarier.
I like it though. It's very similar. I think the feel of it is very similar to the old school one, but it's just.
If you've listened to these episodes though, and you listen to the one with Brooke's half sister Kathy, you'll know that my prediction was completely wrong.
Oh,
I predicted that they would kill each other.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
And man, was I wrong. Because honestly, they left it wide open to do more.
Of course.
You never see him burning.
Why don't you give it away?
We already have. I've already told everything about him in this, so enjoy. And then the granddaughter, they pan into her holding the knife in the truck at the end, so she can easily take the reins.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michael Myers will be back.
That's how they leave every Halloween.
I know. I was just hoping they would put a cap on it.
Nah.
Tie a bow. Because they can do whatever they want and pretend that all the other ones didn't happen again, just like this one. Yeah. This one pretends that none of them happened after part 1.
Yep. And Laurie Strode isn't even his sister.
I still don't know if they answered that in this movie.
They did.
Ooh, trick or treater.
Trick or treater. Are you going to go answer it?
No, you go do it. And I'll keep spitting game here. Brooke's going to go and give out candy. We do not lie here. It is Halloween. But overall, for my grade, I give it a pretty good grade on Halloween. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it. And it was kind of they honored the franchise well, but Jamie Lee Curtis, they trained her ass really well with guns. She was a champion. And she looked comfortable. Judy Greer, not so much. Gun looked a little foreign. But she's still awesome. Some pretty gnarly murder, death kills. Michael Myers, I think, kills like 8 people in this one. And for the love of God, he does a curb stomp on a guy. Just be prepared. It's not like a pan away. It shows the whole thing. When he boot stomps the dude's skull, it is disgusting. Talking about the boot stomp to the skull. For them to be prepared.
Yeah, that's where he gets the teeth?
No, the teeth's in the beginning. When he crushes his doctor's skull. And the jelly hamburger meat pours out his brains. It's nasty.
Looks like steak tartare.
The teeth were awesome ass. Everybody said that was in the trailer. Yeah. But that's a cool ass.
But it was nasty.
Gangster.
Yeah. The way just the dude that they came from. It's gross. Previews first. I think I screamed twice in the previews for some of the shit they showed for some movies coming out.
Shit ton of good looking scary movies.
But I mean that one with the exorcism. I think was it called The Exorcism of Hannah Rose? I
don't know, but all of them look like The Ring to me.
The preview, I was like, nope. Like it looked.
Oh hell no! Too much anxiety.
Too scary to me. Like and too much like jump out and too like it's in a morgue and there's like nope.
So loud too. Like the music now, they're so over the top with the music to get you to jump.
Yeah. To build the suspense.
Well, and to make you jump. They use the music to make you jump.
Yeah.
Where, I like the old
what was the other... I don't know what the other movie was called where it was like the girl from Orange is the New Black is like in the hallway and she's like, come here, baby. Or like her son. And her son's running to give her a hug and then all of a sudden he's like this grown man.
Yeah, that was horrifying. I jumped on that one.
Holy balls. That scared the shit out of me.
But more than anything, Happy Death Day to You comes out. That movie... If you haven't seen Happy Death Day, and it was just one we found on demand one night, it's awesome. And so the fact they're doing a part 2 shows that it kind of caught fire. You wouldn't think that movie would get made again, but it should. I'm stoked about that one.
Yeah, as soon as that preview came on, I was like, "Oh fuck yes!" Because that one was
it's funny, scary, cool.
It was a nice surprise. Like it was like, "Oh, let's watch this. It'll be funny, or it'll be fun to see." But it's that Blumhouse Productions. It's good. It's shit.
Like the Van Wilder of horror.
That's who did the fucking Halloween movie. Same production company.
I don't know, but the girl in it's awesome.
Yeah,
and she's back. Like. It's just fucking cool. I can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
And Nicole Kidman's got a cool looking movie coming out called Destroyer. If you can find the trailer for that. Fuck. She changes.
She does, yeah. Doesn't look like her barely at all.
No, they actually put some wrinkles on her since her face is so stretched that it can't have wrinkles. They put some on. She definitely did a Charlize Theron transformation, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
So I smell an Oscar just for the look.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
When you change your look drastically, Matthew McConaughey, Charlize Theron, now Nicole Kidman.
Good point. That's a very good point.
It's going to be done. Matthew McConaughey still hasn't recovered.
He never, yeah.
He never got back to full size.
No, he still looks a bit frail.
Yeah. I mean, he's even talked about it. It fucked his health all up.
Like his whole makeup of like his
muscle amount.
Yeah. He just needs to get on the sauce.
I mean, I think he's still in shape and all that.
Yes.
He's just never, he'll never be able to get back as thick as he was before. So, all right. Well, I think that wraps us up for this episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your Halloween.
Yeah. Oh, that was an adorable little, like, she was dressed up like a cupcake princess. I don't know. She couldn't have been more than 2. And she got very excited when she saw John poking his head out. She went, ah! Like right in his face. Very excited.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll let you guys run out of here and handle your shit. But again, make sure to check out our sponsors. Thanks to BioBidet, Muscle Vodka, Spunk Lube. That's our near-death Chihuahua, Emilio. And most importantly, don't forget to tug my dick and go fuck yourself.
Bye-bye. Happy Halloween.